This sneaky man right here is Henry, and he is in big trouble. He has just been caught thieving, and you might be wondering, what will he do? That's where this handy potion comes right into play. And that was how I got away with it. Except not really. You see, after waking up, I was brandished a criminal, so I tried everything. I reloaded the save without potion, and I redid the entire crime again, thinking that I would not get spotted. Except I was still a criminal after the fact. So I eventually just dropped the entire thing, and then started kerfuffling about yet again. Why are they looking for me? What did I do? Hey there. I like to talking to you. So, after selling some loose apples to the trader, I then set out, hopefully for adventure. Wait, I see a house. Did we loot that house? I don't know, but we're gonna go check it out, because if there's something in there, I need to get my hands on it. My clean, innocent hands on them. Let's see, is there anything delectable in here? Maybe some, what was that herb again? I don't know, I know what the name is though. I just can't name it off the top of my head. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one thing. We also looked at the sketch that we found in the old abandoned hut, and it gave us a blueprint for a certain axe. The executioner's axe. Anyway, we can loot this house, take a left, and then we just follow this road and up to get to the blacksmith place. That's a good idea to me, I think. Sounds like a good idea. I like good ideas. Do I need to say any more? I love good ideas. That's what I needed to say. Okay, there's nothing in here. Great. I guess we're just gonna take a left. Okay. Go down this path. Look out for Belladonna. And then we're fine. Now, do you remember that thing I said about not looting the shrine? Guess what I decided to do?
See, they haven't been forgotten. And the locals still worship them. I can't really blame them seeing the state of this land.
I'll be taking that. Because, you know, they don't need it. You know, let's just say like the gods used it, okay? I'm just taking it, okay? I'm a bit... Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you, mister. Give me all those walnuts. After defiling that shrine, I continued down the path until I stumbled across a person with a very strange request.
I can't keep this quiet.
What happened to you?
This man had lost a very important letter, and to hide the fact that he lost it, he had an idea.
Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
So obviously, there was only one way that I could reply to this.
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am.
So, I first started with saying some nice things.
Ah! God wills it! I'll crush you! Ah!
After that, I continued my journey and kept following the path until I stumbled across a village. And after entering said village, I found a blacksmith who was willing to offer me some work. Hey there, mister. Oh, what? He's got... Oh!
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could.
This blacksmith had just lost his previous 2 workers, and now has a lot of stuff that he has to now do on his own. And because of the wedding, which is soon to happen, he has to do even more work. So after some brief introductions, we find out that his name is Radovan. What a name, right? And Henry, after, explained how he has a lot of experience working in the forge. So straight away, we get to work. But first, we had to have a sort of refresher course in order to relearn how it is that we make either tools or weapons inside of a forge. First, we learned that we had to heat the blade until the entire thing was a sort of orangey color, and only then would we be able to start hammering away with it on the anvil.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Dum, dum, dum. Like alchemy, this felt like another one of those mini games that I sunk a bunch of hours into and still enjoyed every little bit of it until the very end. So, after reheating the blade and striking it a bit more, I then tempered it, and I was then left with a near perfect blade. Quality 3, wait, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty cool, I think. Which I then almost immediately forgot about in favor of fueling my new Forgeborn addiction, which in this session lasted about an entire hour. Following that session of pure forging, I'd learnt many a thing, and I was well on the way to becoming a master blacksmith. But even after all of that, I still hadn't actually started working for Radovan, and was quite literally just forging for fun. So the next thing I did was genuinely ask him what it was that he wanted me to do.
It's about those 2 idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semine, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semine and find out what the bloody hell happened.
What the bloody hell happened? Okay, I mean, obviously the first thing we'd ask is, which way did they go?
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semine that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semine.
Okay, let's ask about the cargo.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semine wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semine's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
I then asked who exactly were the 2 working hands, and what were they like, to which Radovan replied saying that they were hard workers, and were simply wandering labourers, who were by no means suspicious whatsoever. So, after some light trading, I set out. No horse, no fast travel, just my legs, and a rough idea of where it was that I needed to go. Just following the path. That's what I like about this game. You just walk around, just do normal things. It's pretty cool. Simply put. I want to get a bow and arrow. That might be a cool thing to get. Is this a wild cow? Oh, look at him! Oh, he's so happy. Look at this fella. There's 3 of them, actually, which is pretty nice. I'm just frolicking in the fields. Don't mind me. I think if we sprint, I run quicker.
Stop off for a bit of chat.
Oh yeah, sure, Matthew. What's up? This man and his friend are axemen, meaning that they cut down trees. At the time of us meeting them, they had just found the perfect tree to cut down, but they couldn't. That was because there was some heavily armed men who had set up camp directly under it, and now as a result they were
Waiting for them to haul ass. Bugger it.
At this point, I had no idea what to say, so I just blindly agreed with them, and then I continued on my merry well way. Oh, the life of being a wanderer. Just steal whatever I need. Oh, no. Hey man, you chill? You just fighting some wolves? I'm gonna let him fight the wolves himself.
What are you doing? A weapon? You
Dude, what do you mean?
I surrender!
You're not the only one
Enough!
here. What about your fucking cronies?
Enough! I surrender!
What did I do to him? He just started swearing at me. I tried to help him out with wolves. Because the wolves were attacking him, I think, right? Oh. Oi, bruv. Where you going? He's after that wolf, dude. That wolf owes him money. Where's he gone? The man in the woods. Hey, dude. What's up?
Holy shit, that was a close one. Thank you. I'd have been shredded to pieces if it wasn't for you. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you should reward me.
You're right.
What? Oh, here, take it. It's not much, I know, but... And thank you again.
Oh, chill guy. 40 groschen! I'm rich. I'm swimming in money. I have so much money, it's actually kind of insane. Okay, with this groschen in hand, I'm gonna use my cobbler's kit on my boots. Can I use my cobbler's kit? Oh yeah, I can, yeah. I'm gonna use it on my boots. My work boots. Wait, it doesn't even use it fully? Wait, did it fully repair it? Oh my god, it did. I thought it was like a one-time use item, you know? I thought I was gonna have to save that, but only 3% to repair that? We take those. We absolutely take those. Free stuff. Yes. Camp by the road. Who lives in this little camp by the road? I presume I'm not supposed to sleep here, unless I want something bad to happen. So I probably won't sleep there. Or should I sleep there?
It's empty.
I'm gonna roam around in these woods. Maybe there is someone in here. Hello, is anyone up here? Imagine if I find like the Excalibur at the top of this hill. That would be so funny. Hello. Ooh, okay. Ominous. Poacher's hideout. This place gave me the creeps, and at the time of playing the game, I thought it was some kind of Wendigo den, despite it literally telling me it was a poacher's hideout. So I cleared out as soon as I could, and then, literally 20 seconds later, I got jumped by a pack of wolves. Ow! How do you fight wolves? How do you fight wolves? After 10 minutes of straight fighting, I then dispatched of them ethically, and I could then resume my little journey. So I walked, and then walked, and then walked, until I could finally see some sort of human village, to which then I stopped by. Well, let's go over here. Is there anybody I can speak to?
Who's got?
I can play dice. Wagon is in. I can smoke food in here as well. I'll smoke the cheese. Look at that. We've got smoked cheese now, dude. We're eating good tonight. Is this it? I could use that. Come on. Maybe I can get some work around here. Oh, no, this is the trough. There we go. Wash yourself. We're covered in blood and muck. Should probably avoid that.
Careful!
Oh, sorry, man. Scared me, holy crap. Oh, soup! Okay, I have to buy it. After a smidge more kerfuffling about, I then decided to do something. Something you'll not even be able to guess. That something was another walking session. This time, it would be me actually walking towards Samin, as at the time of recording, I didn't realize that I went down the wrong road. So, I decided to make it simple this time. I cut through the forest until I hit the road, and that was when I saw a castle. Don't mind me, I work here. Walk here. Same thing. Hey there, mister. Can I talk to you? I'm looking for a cart.
I'm looking for the Takeoff blacksmith's cart. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding, and they need supplies. Try asking Captain Gnarly.
Gnarly.
Keeps an eye on supplies. He'll probably be in the courtyard.
Okay. Then I went to the courtyard, and that was where we met someone. Someone who was awfully drunk. So much so that we managed to get into a fight with them after refusing to bring them another drink. And after a sobriety-inducing fight, we were then stopped by the Gnarly himself.
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do.
He then brought us up to a Jan Semin, who was a nobleman and who resided within the castle.
Excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
That's,
Not another word! Leave!
We then explained to him why I was here, and after a bit more talking, then set out to find out where that darn cart had gone.
I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above! And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
I figured I'd just run along behind you.
You could, but even with them young legs of yours, you'd hold us back. You're in need of a horse.
Those don't come cheap.
True. But your luck's in, lad.
Who's this
Our
guy
groom
in the
tried
background?
a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
And then I went down to get that horse.
Good afternoon.
This man was here to sell us the horse, a horse that was old and grey. But that's when we found out.
That's my horse. That's Pebbles.
Yeah, that's Pebbles.
What do you mean yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
But in order to get our beloved Pebbles back, we had to do a little more convincing.
Look, you know they attacked an entourage by that pond, right?
I heard about it. That news spread through the land like wildfire.
And the one who sold it to you told you he found it by the pond, right?
Well, he did, aye.
So it's not entirely impossible she belonged to me.
Maybe not impossible, but I paid for her.
Aye, but just a few groschen. You said so yourself. Wouldn't you rather be in the good graces of someone who might have been part of that expedition?
Maybe so. All right, I'll give her to you.
Charisma.
But you owe me one. Go and get her then. If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her.
This dead woman is preparing Pebbles. We got an achievement, it said.
She serve you.
We found Pebbles. Yes. That is my horse. Pebbles. Sit down. God damn. I got my horse now. I'm prepared. Anything. Now that we had our magnificent stallion from the start of the game, we could now finally continue the search for the elusive cart. But on the way, Lord Samin wanted to have a sort of practice fight, so we stopped by an abandoned pig pen to do so.
There now.
Oh, I can praise my horse. Hey! I can get off my horse.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Samin. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on a mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
A blade.
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. You can have my cudgel. I also looked through the saddlebags and found an old jupon, and something that could pass for a helmet. You better take it, so you last at least a little while.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
The club.
So, young'un, are you ready?
I actually failed the first fight of this, and being the evil time-traveling cheater that I am, I decided to reload the save and do it a second time.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Alright, buddy. I blocked that, come on! I blocked that! Bro, he's good at fighting. Not fair, not fair, not fair. I call cheats, I call cheats. Oh, that was a heavy blow. Wait, dude, what? No, you don't call me that.
No, you don't.
This is an honorable duel. Oh, what? How do I even win those duel things? Okay, I can block. I just need to regain my stamina.
Too slow.
What are you talking about? Too slow. Oh!
I need a bandage, quick.
That was a gnarly combo. Like, I blocked. Sick.
Get over here, you warrior. What do you say, son?
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young'un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
After that duel, which we won due to pure skill and not luck, we would find ourselves back at Troskovitz. It's pushing down again. Where we would get some info of where the cart went from the bailiff.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
He told us that the two hands who operated the cart looked like they were up to no good, and that he saw them going towards the graveyard. So that was our first heading. Once we got there, we had to find out which way the cart had went, because the road split off. We did this by asking the grave tender what he saw and what he thought, and we found out that the cart had actually dropped some coal sacks while it was turning around. And by following the coal sacks, we were able to figure out which road that the cart had went down. So we just followed that road until we found ourselves in a forest. Now we had to find the cart as the tracks stopped there. So I'm supposed to explore... Oh, let's go right. There's definitely something to the right here. Yep, there we go. What did I tell you? Oh, it definitely fell down here. Come on. Oh, there it is.
The blacksmith's cart. Someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
It's empty.
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone.
Bandits.
Onto the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot.
So that's what we did. We followed this road until I decided to go off track, and I went into the canyon above, and that's where I saw something. A camp. A bandits camp. So right away, I rushed back and reported it to Jan and Nali. What if I came here before this quest started and I found it myself? What do you think would happen then? But then, for whatever reason, I decided to take a closer look at the camp.
I'd have nothing to do with a wench like that. It ain't right.
That's what these guys are up to.
What do we do now?
There's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir.
Now get going.
Go scouting.
Well, he's a drunken old fool who claims he was a priest. He can't
Those
even
definitely
quote
are the
one
blacksmith's
psalm.
hands.
Don't you think he'd have a better nickname?
Down there we go. Don't break your leg, boy. We need those legs for something else. We need to walk around with those legs.
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3.
There were about 3 of them, meaning that the fight would be an equal one. So we decided that we would do combat, but for real this time. The plan was simple. Go to the lookout with a crossbow and shoot one of the bandits. Then Jan and Nali would come in and we would actually start the battle. And now, the plan was in motion. So I got right to it.
They rolled around and
Reload. Oh, that's an interesting way of reloading it.
I'm gonna blast that bozo.
She might be hexed, or maybe a witch.
You see hexes everywhere.
The hell? How's your life?
And then they started climbing, but that didn't stop me. I fought them off one by one and held them off. I held the line. Blow after blow and death after death. And then it was literally over. The fight was just that quick. I got pretty close to dying there, but you know, it was a cool fight. So then we trudged along after getting some free loot. Although we still hadn't actually found the cart, nor the 2 hands that had accompanied it on its way to Samin. But what we had found out was where the next camp would be, so we went straight to it.
You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
It make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Nali. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. Just as long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat.
I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave that video off there. I had a good time making this video, to be honest. I tried some new things, and I think at least I improved on the audio mix. The previous video, and it really bugged me out, some music at certain parts was just way too loud, and just, it kind of blocked out what it was I was saying during those videos. But this video, I really focused on just trying to mitigate that as much as I could, and learn from the mistakes I made in the previous video. Now, I also tried a different thing. I tried the pacing this video and all that stuff. Just a lot of experimentation. That's all you really need to know. I don't really need to get into specifics unless you really want me to, in which case I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had a lot of fun playing this game yet again, and I found out a lot about it. Mainly from that smithing video game. I personally really enjoyed that. And I spent a really unhealthy amount of time. After the montage, I looked back at the footage, and then, because that was like the next day following that, you know, let's say clip or session of recording, and I found at the beginning, I was like, we've got to go exploring or whatever, and then I went, oh, but I really want to do this, and I started doing another 2 hours of forging, as much as I would have wanted to include that in the video, as in, like, in another montage, there was, well, a montage right before it, so I didn't really think it would make that much sense. So, yeah, besides that, I thank all of you so much for sticking around until the end, and watching for this long, even if you skipped until the end. Thank you so much for at least clicking on the video. Please consider liking and subscribing, as it does greatly help the channel. I've got to ask this, you know, I stopped at some point, maybe, I don't know, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. All these videos are basically just funny little experiments, but I will still be uploading them weekly. Now, here's the part where I tell you some channel updates, and as well as some other things maybe related to my content on this channel. So, if you don't want to see that, do click off, but if you do, stick around. This is a mini video inside of a main channel video. So I'm going to start off by saying on the 8th of July, because it is July this month as of uploading this video, I am going to be, like, wait, let me restart that. Hold on. I can barely speak. It is 1 a.m. in the morning. But my mother will be visiting me from the 8th of July. So on that week, I probably will not have any time to record footage or even edit a main video. So during that week, do expect me not to upload a video just because my mother will be visiting and I want to spend time with her, as she does live abroad. And as for the actual content on this channel, I am branching out towards also making shorts content, literally of clips from my streams. And I was thinking, would you guys prefer if I made all that, you know, let's say 6 shorts, one of them was an edited one, the other 5 are literally just random clips, because I've been looking at this analytics and whatnot and trying to best deduce what it is I need to do, and I saw, like, hey, having one edited short is cool and all, but then the other 5 also need to be there in order for my channel to stay afloat for whatever reason. So I just want to ask you guys, would you prefer to see, let's say, again, 1 edited short and 5 random clips, or 6 random clips? You don't want to see edited shorts, but that's mainly a question for my streaming viewers and people who just clicked on this video out of interest. I guess. I don't really know. But besides that, I think I'm gonna have to just stop this recording off there. I once again really enjoyed this session. I really enjoyed editing the video. It was honestly terrific fun. I had a lot of chance to experiment and improve upon previous mistake, let's say. Or previous mistakes. Goodness gracious. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around until the end. It honestly means the world to me that you even clicked on this video in the first place, because to be honest, all of these video creations, all this just editing, it's a passion of mine. I've had it since I was, I think, 6 years old, where I was like starstruck at seeing Dan TDM play Minecraft, where I was watching Jacksepticeye play Happy Wheels. I was like, I want to do that when I grow up. And being able to do this now at the, let's say, level that I am, really just does make me happy, and seeing that you guys clicked on this video and seeing that you hopefully enjoyed it also does warm my heart at the same time. It means the absolute world to me. So, yeah, thanks very much for sticking around until the end. Again, do consider liking and subscribing. I said that once before, and I really hate to say it again, but it is important. But besides that, thank you very much. If you want to know when I'm uploading or when I am streaming, I am uploading every single week. At least I'm aiming for, besides, well, the 8th of July, as my mother will be visiting. I'm gonna hopefully be uploading every single week on Sunday, around 5 p.m. GMT, or let's say 6 p.m. GMT, depending on what it's looking like, how much of the edit I still need to do by Sunday, or whatever. Besides that, I am live every single day at 7:30 p.m. GMT, so that's on sick days, non-sick days, holidays, non-holidays, even on my birthday. So stop by, say hey, it would absolutely make my day. It's also a cool way to just chat to me if you have like literally any questions about the videos I'm making, if you have questions about games I'm making. It's a really cool way to just chat, and it does support the channel even more, just even popping by for like a minute. Besides that, there is also a Discord server. The link to that will more than likely be in the description, so do feel free to check that out. It's an excellent way to just keep up with announcements related to the channel, like if I got a bunch of new games, or if I'm not going to be uploading or whatever. It's also a great way to even vote on what games I play next. Mainly right now, though, I am making the voting on games thing only really apply to the streams, but I could make a separate poll category just for the YouTube videos. But if that doesn't happen, just expect me to decide on my own, because that is the direction I'm going with this whole weekly upload thingy-mabob. But besides that, it's also a pretty cool way to make a few friends. It's a nice place to chat in, and I have a few of my actual friends in there, and I'd say that they chat fairly regularly, although I have really no idea. But besides that, thank you very much for watching. Good rest of your day, good evening, and good morning, let's say, depending on what time you're watching this. And again, thank you so much for sticking around until the end. That's me here, going off, and while you're here, actually, do check out that video. That's a pretty cool one, or even, you know, check out my channel and look for some other videos. As of uploading this video, once again, I've only really got one other good edited video, so I'll probably put that again right there. But otherwise, thank you very much, and goodbye for now.